Hello, hello. Just tagging a few friends. Whoever pops up in my feed gets a tag. There we go. Alrighty. So, just waiting to see if anybody's going to join me for a little bit of fun tonight. Am I early? Am I early? Well, maybe I'll just get started, and then if anybody is watching the replay on YouTube, make sure to click the like button, the thumbs up like button, and subscribe so you can see all the future posts that we're going to put out there. Hello, hello. I see someone. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's not showing me anything, any comments or anything. So if you are here, say hi. And let me see if I can see your comments. Hello, hello, Renska. All right, well, I know comments are working. Yippee! Okay, so I decided I worked really late today, or 10.5 hours, and I got off at 8 o'clock. So since I was a little bit on the sleepy side tonight, I decided that it would be fun to play with this bunny and the carrots. Hello, Ellen. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to finish up our mousse, and we'll create something with the bunny as well. So I thought we'd just do some coloring tonight. I didn't get to do any today, so I feel like I need to color. So I want to do a little something different, though. We're not just going to color it. I really like this little bunny. It's super duper cute. We had it as a stamp set, and now it is in digital form. So I printed these. Hi, Kathy. So you got, hi, Mickey. So you guys could see, you can make them any size you want. So these little baby carrots right here, or you can make them really big carrots like this. But I want this bunny to be awake, not asleep. So, hi Jamie. So we're going to color this little bunny and some carrots, and we're going to draw some eyes in so this sweet bunny is awake and not asleep. And what I'm not sure if I'll put them in a basket or make them jumping or whatever, but it will look so much different when I wake it up. So let's get started. We'll wake up our bunny. So the way that I'm gonna start is I have my multi-liner here, and I'm gonna draw in the outside of the eye so that I know where not to color, because I don't want to color over it. I don't really need this paper. I just had it sitting there for the heck of it. So I can give him a soda. I haven't had any soda today, I'll have you know. Surprising, I know. Being that I worked almost 11 hours and no soda. color him brown and call him espresso. I could color him brown, but I was going to color him with the W's, so I was going to make him gray. But if you really want me to, I can color him brown. So first, I'm just going to like extend out this little eyelid he's got going on here. And then I'm going to extend this one. And what this is going to do is give me the outline for his eye. Hello, Cheryl. So I have a couple of them sitting here so you guys can see as I go along. But we started out with this, like he's sleeping, and we're building the eyelid so that we can open his eyes. That's the goal. He's shaking up the room. So I want to go ahead and put in, so I'm just going to just give him a little bit of an eye here. And then I'm going to just kind of draw him in here. He's going to look a little funny for a little bit. Aww. So I'm going to give him his little eyes so he doesn't look too silly. Just laying here waiting for us to do some cool stuff with him. So look at that. Do you see how fast we did that? Look. Asleep to awake. Asleep to awake. I thought it would be super fun to make him awake. And I think he looks really good if he's about like this. He's either jumping or he could be sitting in something. So that's the plan. Okay, so let's get started. Let's color our bunny first. Well, or we could color carrots. I got a whole bunch of carrots to color tonight. It is amazing what a couple little lines will do. Look at that. He's awake. So I have my colors picked out here. Let's just roll with his eyes while we're at it. Hi, Mickey. Let me in the room here. So I'm going to do B37, 24, 21, and this G00. So I'm going to do his little eyes first. I think I'm just going to go ahead and finish it up because, you know, hey, if we mess it up, we can start over. But, you know, we got this. I'm not worried about this. We got this. So I'm going to do the outline part in the darkest color. And then I'm going to do right around this little pupil area. So I just put it around the outside. It looks funny now, doesn't it? Like his eyes popping out of his head. But it'll be okay. I promise. And then just a little bit around where I put the little pupil at. So then I'm going to move to B24. And I'm going to complete this and sort of start filling it in a little bit. So he looks a little funny right now, but it takes that little bit of funny look to get to the good look. Oh, yeah, the weekends seem kind of long, huh? They do for me, because I don't come on until late at night, so they seem like they take all day, and today was a rough day at work. It was really rough. B21, but I won't be doing that forever, so it's just trying to get some stuff together, and then I will be going back to retirement, So this one lightened up those eyes a lot. I can't wait to eat his ears. I'm not making him a chocolate bunny. A weekend day. They're sometimes fun. B24. I'm going to go back to B24 because I want to put like some little lines in here kind of to show a little bit more texture within those eyes. And to darken them up just a little bit. Just a teeny bit because we're going to use that G00 and that's going to lighten it a lot. It's not Easter till you eat the ears off a bunny. I used to always ask for a white chocolate bunny when I was little. G00, this is the one that does the magic for me. So just some strokes back and forth that really lighten that blue. I'm going to do a little bit and wait, and then so we're going to move on to this other one. And then we'll go back. It's going to give them blue-green eyes. And I'm just barely touching the paper. I don't want to touch it too much. So there we go. G00 is magic. I love it. Hi, Heidi. So I'm going to put this out here so you guys can see that are joining in now. This is the stamp. And we're waking him up. So we want this little guy to be awake. Okay, so now we're pretty close to being done with those eyes. I'll show you up close how cute they look. Isn't that sweet? Super duper sweet. And it was very simple to do. So now I'm just, the only one that I'm going to use right now is this R11. And I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of pink in the pads of his little paws and the feet and the one hand that you can see. And then I'm going to put some in this little ear of his. Or hers. I tend to call all my stamps him. I don't know why I do that. So just a little bit in there. I think I'm going to make the nose dark. But I wanted to get just a little bit of that pink in there. I think I'm going to go ahead and do all these teeny tiny little pads right here. Because they're so little you can't fit more than one color in there anyway. I think we'll do something fun with this little guy when we make him into a card. Probably tomorrow night. But I like this little bunny. He's stinking cute. So I chose E81 to finish softening those little pads. I figured putting those two together would keep it a little bit pink, but also make it look a little bit white. But also staying with that way the W tones are going to do on the bunny rabbit. So just softening that pink up a little bit with this E81, which is supposed to be ivory, but I don't think it's ivory. 3 color blend. These are one at a time, girl. One at a time, one at a time. I may go back in with the pink a little bit more later if I think it needs to be a little bit more pink, but I do love him too. He's super cute. I'm going to put, I'm going to work on his tail and this little area right here that I'm going to make white or close to white. I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to go to the darker shades for the rest of his body. So I'm going to start with, hello, I see you, W2, W1, W0, and W00. Those are the 4. It's only a 4 color blend, but I want to keep it light. So I might throw in the colorless blender as well. That would make it 5. Okay, so I'm going to start with some little bitty dots in here. All over where the shadow would be. Just little bitty dots. Pretty simple to do. Kind of layering them up a little bit here. And then I'm going to, actually, I'm not going to do the dots on this part. I'm going to follow the way the artist drew the lines and kind of give him a little bit of fur going this way. I don't want to put too much of this one because I really want to keep it light. Well, I'm a little bit quiet tonight. I just realized I wasn't even talking. Okay, so a little bit more on the direction of this little fur going on here. And then I'm going to move on to my W1, which is a little bit lighter than the one I just did. Down here, I'm going to do some more dots. So I want it to be like a little cottontail. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do it with tufts of fur like this or if I wanted to do it with dots. So I thought, oh, maybe we'll just use both techniques. Hello, hello. Hello, Michelle. Yay. Love it when you guys join me. So Michelle, this is one of our digi stamps in the shop, and he starts out like this, and we gave him eyes earlier, so I thought that was super cool. Hopping down the bunny trail, that's right. I'm feeling the Easter time. Spring and Easter, it's all kinds of wonderful. W0 is next, slippery little sucker. So I'm going to put more in his tail. I'm going to come down here because I don't really want a bunch of white showing through, so I'm going to keep doing this. Just with a lighter color each time. And then I'm just doing these same motions just with brush strokes a little bit longer than the last time. Yeah, it's really cute. And it comes with these little carrots. Like you can get the bunny and the carrots. And I made this carrot really big, but the rest of these carrots that we're going to color are tiny. So you can make it any way you want or as many as you want. I thought it would be fun to do a bunch of carrots. I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. I haven't decided. I really do like coloring the carrots, so we're going to color a lot of carrots. Okay, this is W00. So I'm going to do this everywhere, fill it in. Hopefully give it some texture. See his little bunny tail? So cute. And then I'm going to go back and forth with this hair right here to blend all that together and give it a smooth look. A little bit smoother than what we got going on now. So it's light, but it's still kind of gray. No picture. You can't see it? Try going out and come back in. Is shadow box with the bottom filled with tiny jelly beans? Aww. We don't have any jelly beans. I would have to draw them. I would have to draw jelly beans. I can do it though. I don't think anyone else is having problems, so I would go out and sign back in, and that might help some. You know, make sure you clear the cache. Okay, so I have W7, W6, 5, 4, 3, and I still have 2, 1, 0, and 0, 0 on my desk. So I'm just going to use the whole range of grays, I think. But I'm going to start with W7, and I'm going to just put some accent marks in the darkest areas. So I definitely want his little nose to be really dark. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in there. And then I'm going to do the very, very deep shadow areas. So like right here, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. And then I'm going to do a little bit right here where his face is over his little paw, and right here and under this hand right here. So I'm just choosing where I think the absolute darkest areas will be, because I don't want him to be a black bunny, I just want him to be a gray bunny. If I wanted him to be closer to a black bunny, then I would put a lot more of this color in there. So I'm doing right back here on the heel area. And then this one right here where his foot folds over. And then the bottom of this heel area as well. Wow, I'm fat fingered today for sure, because I'm going outside the lines a little bit. Oh well. Okay, so a little bit there. Something, hi mama, I miss you. I'm going to do a little bit on his ear, just the part that's closest to his head. And this one, just a little bit. So not too much. I don't want to put too much in there. I want him to stay pretty light. So you're back again. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that to you. That's so frustrating. So I'm going to switch now to W6. I know that's so frustrating. Okay, so just going to extend out a little bit from where I put that other color. Again, I want him to be fairly light, but I want to use a lot of these colors in here. So I am just doing very small amounts. So that was a little fat. I didn't really want to do it that fat in his little paw, but it is what it is. Sometimes. Oh, it did it again? Oh my gosh. That has to be frustrating. If you have another device, try another device. See if that'll help. Sometimes my phone gets to acting crazy and I have to switch to my Mac. Restart your phone. Yeah, I hate it when I have to do that. I try to do it periodically so that doesn't happen to me, but it still does. So we're just getting some of the shadow, some of the outside of him colored in a little bit with the darkest shade. So we need to put a little bit over here where his little paws covering his face. Because that's important. Important. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't drink coffee. So you must be talking to someone else. No coffee for me. So I want his ears to stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on his ears. Kind of some of this hair over here. Just a little bit. Since we don't really know if he's going to be jumping or sitting or what, we're just going to play around with the not a specific light source. You think you're going to buy a baby Keurig for my house? For you. Oh, yeah, we had one, but my daughter took it when she left. I'm just going to put a little bit of shadowing over here to show some form on his little body. And a little bit out right here. So I'm just choosing the areas where I think he needs a little bit of shadow. And then W5. So we're just walking down the spectrum of W's pretty much. Okay, this one, I think I'm going to wait and do the next one, the next marker as my true color, so that he'll be a little bit lighter than what we have him going on right now. He's going to be a smooth bunny. You're not going to be able to see too much of his hair texture going on there. I double dog dare you. Oh, you guys are having fun tonight. You guys are way more energetic than I am. Way. Even for a night owl, I'm feeling a little bit on the sluggish side. But that never stops me from coloring, so don't you guys worry about that. I will still be live, even if I'm tired. At least I had from about 8:15 till 10 to relax a little bit and unwind from the day. And my husband sounds like he's playing some music over there for you guys. When is Easter? Easter is April 17th. You surprised I knew that answer so fast? It's coming. And you will be here with me. Yay! See, I knew I could count on you guys. I won't let you down. I will be here. Now, I should say, with that being said, we are about to start traveling. It starts this week. We'll be traveling on Thursday. So I cannot do a live on Thursday because I will actually be on an airplane during my live time. Because we leave here around 5 and then we have a layover. It's going to take a little while. And so, yeah. So no live on Thursday. I don't know about Friday yet. I have to see what Tyler's setup is, and if we can roll with that, we will. If he'll let me borrow his markers. I don't think I'm going to take mine with me, but I don't do very well without my markers, so they may end up going with me anyway. We'll see there. Maybe you guys could get a live out of Jamie. Well, Jamie can't do it at night because she'll be on the airplane too. Just not the same airplane as me, but she'll be on an airplane. But she could still do hers because she probably leaves after that. But not me. I actually will be in the air when it's time for my live. I said I wasn't going to make this my true color, but I sure am putting a lot in there, aren't I? It's just a lot of outlining. I'm going to put a little bit under his eyes. So we can make them stand out. And some people take teddy bears, we take markers. That is so true. I'm going to start this little bit of tuft right here on his nose. It's going to look funny right now, but later it's going to look really good. Yes, we are home for Easter. Both of us are at our own homes on Easter. 2 days after Easter, I leave for Idaho. I can do lives from Idaho because we know Jamie's got the setup, the markers, all the stamps, all the things that we need in order to color. I am outlining a little bit with teeny tiny strokes. Yep, I am. Because I don't want to put too much of this color, but I want enough of it that some of the shadow areas remain dark. So I want to do this little, but yes, I am doing very tiny little strokes. You know what the hardest part is for me is that I have all of this stuff that I really want to color with you guys because I have to get it colored so I can make some cards, but it's not released yet, so I can't color it with you, which is so hard because I so want to. This is W4. I think W4 is the one that I want to do more of the coloring with. It also changes the texture a little bit. This is when we it starts changing it and moving the ink around. So I think it'll lighten it up. Yeah. You see how that changes? Yes, you did. The one that says Idaho. Oh, that's funny. Ida Texan. That's what I am. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this little part right here. Idaho. I'm turning it upside down so I can really see what I'm doing here. Do you ever color and then you feel like it's just an off day? Like no matter how you're coloring, it just isn't coming out the way you think it should come out? Does that happen to anybody else? I'm feeling a little bit like that today. Not that I don't like the way this is coming out. I do. You're just tired. But I was just wondering if anybody ever feels like that. Like, just in case you were ever wondering, someone who's been coloring for as long as I have still has those days where it just doesn't feel like it's coming together the way that you want. I have it all. Yep, I'm not the only one. Okay. So these are kind of fatter brush strokes because I'm using the side. See how I'm holding the marker on the side, covering more area. And that's because I really just want to blend this out. I think I'm not really going to put a bunch of brush strokes in there. I'm just going to let the texture happen with the light color. But I'm liking the color so far. Sometimes when I try to do these like light gray, white-ish colors, I end up with really dark bunny, which is okay too. It really is. Because it can be whatever you want. So my hubby made homemade, hi Becky, homemade taquitos tonight instead of the frozen ones that we usually eat. They were so good. They were really, really good. And then we watched that old movie called Everyone Is So Quiet. We watched that old movie called Son-in-Law, so we could laugh a little bit before the live. I think it's going to storm here. I think that's what I hear outside. Thunder. Okay, let's get a little bit of color going on in his little face. I'm touching very, very lightly. I'm on the side of my marker, so it's putting quite a bit down, but I'm touching really, really light. Yeah, I like that movie too. I hadn't seen it in so long, I wasn't even sure that I'd remember any of it. And I didn't remember too much of it. So it was like watching it all over again. As if I'd never seen it. Yeah, that's thunder. Let's give this bunny a name. I agree. Let's give this bunny a name. He's gonna look like he has little black eyes in a minute. He's super cute. Let's change. Let's go to W3. I think he has enough in that one. Do the fuck you chicken. What bunny name do you like? What bunny names do you think we should call it? Or are you like me and you have to see it finished first? So this one is W3, so it's even lighter than the last one and is going to lighten up the color and show that texture that I like so much with these colors. You see it happening? You can see it right there. Thumper, Fluffy, Jelly Bean. I like Jelly Bean. He is kind of look a little bit like Thumper though, for sure. He's got that gray color going on. Benjamin Bunny. Aww. You see how that ink moves around with these light colors? You should really play with your grays and your light colors to watch that happen, because it's pretty cool. Look at that. See how much that changed into some serious texture? It's pretty cool. I'm going to finish off these top of these little feet with this. If that thunder gets much louder, you guys are going to hear it too. It's just rumbling a little bit right now. Not raining yet though. We don't want it to rain while I'm live in case it kicks my stuff out. Jelly beans. What's everyone's favorite color to eat? Naptime Ned. Jelly beans. You know, I don't really eat jelly beans, but I guess I like the black licorice ones. Don't say gross, Jamie. See, purple. Purple's my favorite color, so I've probably eaten that. Probably be eating all the purple ones. It's funny, I don't really have a favorite jelly bean, so to speak, but I have a favorite conversational heart color. And it's not purple, which is shocking. Okay, he's super cute. Okay, we're getting there. A black jelly bean girl? I do like black jelly beans, really. I know Jamie's gonna be grossed out by that. I think she's the one. I think she doesn't like the licorice stuff, but I love it. I love it. Ooh, a whole. You can buy a bag of black jelly beans? Oh, that's my kind of thing right there. I really do like a lot of Easter candy. I know it's kind of gross, but I like the Peeps. I like the marshmallow bunnies. I do not like Cadbury eggs. I'm pretty sure Jamie does. Oh, you don't like any jelly beans? I like the ones that they make. Some of them they make like that are like, is it Starburst or Skittles or something? They have flavor to them, the same flavors that you get in those other candies. Those are kind of cool. I kind of like those. I know you like the black ones, Mom. And I know Jamie likes the Cadbury eggs. I hate the Cadbury eggs. I'm coloring in his nose now, but I may have to go back in with the dark because this is really going to lighten that up a bit. And I wanted his nose to be a little darker. So we're going to have to do a little play in with that. He's coming along though. We would be on a massive sugar high. That is so true because you're naming everything I like, man. I like Easter candy for sure. I like the malted milk balls or robin's eggs or whatever they call them these days. I like those. I always buy a different one when I go to the store until they sell out. And I miss it because I don't have to buy it for my kids anymore. So, I miss out. I don't usually get much Easter candy. Although my husband brought me a Easter cookie from the store the other day. It said Happy Easter on it. It was early, but it was sweet. And it was yummy. And then I shared it with them. That was nice. No Cadbury. Yes, I don't like the Cadbury at all. I have tried it and I don't like it. I'm softening up his little ears a little bit, but I'm going to leave some white in there so I can come in with the next color. Oops. I didn't leave any in that one. All right. Oh, look, there's your buddy. Michelle and Jamie like Cadbury eggs. My husband likes them too, but I don't like them. They kind of gross me out. I mean, it's like an egg. It looks like an egg when you open it, and it's all, and I'm not a big egg fan either. Okay, so I'm going to do some back and forth here to finish up this little leg going on here. Leg, hip, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to do it again. So, have any of you guys seen the Sing 2? Oh my gosh. We watched it last night. Oh, it was so good. And then I asked my husband after we watched it, I said, what do you want to watch now? He said, the first one. So we went back and watched the first one, and then I said, okay, what do you want to watch now? He goes, the second one. I was like, we just watched it. He was like, that's okay. So we pretty much had us all night sing. Caramel's okay. It's not my favorite. I have to have caramel in limited quantities because I can't take that much. I'm going to go over this because I'm hoping it's going to do a little bit of that texture look. And I really want him to have just a little bit more on his face. Look, his little ears are going to be so light up there. Super cute. He's fun. This one's really fun to play with, and you can even do it big or small because it's digital. It's super awesome. One of these times we're going to do a really big one. Caramel ones. I know my mom likes caramel a lot. Everything caramel. She really likes caramel. I'm going to go back with W3. And because I want, I think I lost a little bit of this nose color in here, and I kind of wanted that to stay a little bit. Because I think it just gives him a little bit of dimension there. So that was W3, and this is W4. I'm going to add just a little bit more way up close to his nose. I also want to go in and darken that nose up a little bit. Here comes the rain. Peace out. Good night, Jamie. More thunder. And either really big raindrops or some light hail going on out there. It's never fun. Okay, so see how that helps? Love you too, Jamie. You see how that really helps, like, make his nose stand out? But I want to soften just a little bit of this on the side. Just a little bit. So we're going to come in with this W2 is where we are. You guys let me know if you can hear that thunder going on. It's super cute, huh? Look at how cute he is. I really like him. Okay, I think what I want to do is I'm going to go in with my colorless blender, and I'm going to do some of the dots in the tail so I can move some of that color around, because you know the colorless blender just moves the ink around. It doesn't actually blend the ink. So if you watch it, depending on how long you hold it on there, it'll start moving that. You see that? So now his tail will look a little more fluffy. He's super cute. He came out really good. He needs a little bit more pink though, I think. You can tell me what you think, but I think he needs a little bit more pink in his little paws, because they kind of got washed out. So I'm going to go back in with the R11, and I'm going to put some more of this pink back in. It got really pink, didn't it? Wasn't expecting it to get that quite that pink. So I'm going to do this really small. And then I'm going to choose a little bit more pink. Super, super pink. So I'm going to pull a lighter color, like maybe R0. Yeah. And kind of soften this up a little bit around the top. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yep, 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 yep. And we can, like, extend this out just a little bit more. There we go. See, he needed a little bit more pink, I think. See, look. Super cute. I just want to squeeze him. I think he'd be all soft. So we're going to use our white gel pen to make his eyes stand out a little bit more. So this is the Pear Blossom Press white gel pen. I sometimes do it on my finger just to make sure it's flowing really good before I get going. Because I want those little dots to really stand out. So cute. See, he's wide awake now. I'm trying to decide if I want to make those his eyelids or leave them open white like his eyes. You tell me. I'm going to get carrot colors ready, and you tell me if you think we should leave it white. Should we leave this white, or should we make it his eyelid? I think maybe white, but you tell me what you think. I'll let you tell me. All right, getting those W's out of the way. Let's do the carrot top. So I have eyelids. You think they should be eyelids? E99, E94. Okay, so we got one for eyelids and one for white. YG25, YG03. 4 color combo. Eyelids, 2 of them eyelids. Okay. All right. Eyelids are winning. Okay. So I think I'm going to use W4 to start. Just along the top there at first. With the darkest, because I wasn't sure how dark the color was going to be, so I wanted to use just a little bit along the top. And then I knew you were under there, Jack. And then W3 to kind of blend that in just a little bit more. There. See? Still super cute. Look at that. That almost made his eyes look a little bit more dimensional, didn't it? That was helpful. I like that. Good call, guys. I'm going to go in with the W4 one more time. Just to kind of darken this line that I drew. Because now that it looks like it's a little bit more dimensional, I think that'll help. So there we go. Yeah. There it is. That's why we have to do baby steps, a little bit at a time, because when you get to that point, you're like, bam, that worked. It's exactly what I wanted. Oh, this bunny is so cute. So I challenge you guys. Somebody else color their bunny with open eyes, but you have to post it in the group so I can see it. Okay, so I can't decide which direction to do this in. So this is G99. Hi, Kathy. And I am going to start this little carrot. Right here. I love these carrots, by the way. I may have already said that, but I really like coloring these carrots. I won't lie, I've already colored a bunch of them. I made a card out of it too. You guys probably already saw it. But if you want, I can show it when I get done. But I have already made a card with this bunny, but his eyes were closed. So I'm drawing in those little bit of lines. Oh, yes. This bunny is a digi now. He comes with his eyes closed. We colored him with his eyes open to just to show different ways you can. I'm all about how many different ways you can use the stamps and digital stamps that you have. You know, you could do one bunny this way and then flip him in the, like, you know, when you download him and flip him, and then they can be doing a high five. It would be so cute. I didn't even think about that till just now, but yeah, you can do that too. Or you can make a card with a whole bunch of bunnies on it. I made mine with a whole bunch of carrots on it. So I'm just extending out from the bottom. Yeah, this one is really, really cute. And it's just perfect timing for it to be released at Digi, because you can still color it for Easter. Just a little bit up there at the top. Not too much. But I want to start bringing in that dark color from the top as well. I buy, you flip in size. I buy, you flip in size. It's really easy to do. You should do. It's really easy to do in the computer. Just turn it like 180 degrees or something like that. You just flip them around. Just flip them. So I'm just extending this out with a much brighter green. Most of it I did with really dark green. I kind of like it that way. And then going around the top. You like my stand for my choices? So, look, we're getting there. This needs to be covered in now. There we go. Oh, you like this? The pink? Yeah, I would have usually picked purple, but I have the prototypes. It does drive me crazy too. I have the prototypes. I don't have the... So, like, I have this one too. But see, this was the first, one of the first designs. See how that's thicker? And then this is what we ended up with because we thought it was better that way. So I end up with the prototypes and you guys get the real stuff. That's what happens when you live with the person who's making them. Okay, so this one, I'm going to do some back and forth, kind of soften and fill that in. Super pretty. I love it. So I'm going to do that again with this part. And I started with the bigger carrot. Wait till we try to put all those colors in the little carrots. Because if we don't use them on the outside of the card, we can always use them on the inside. So there we go. Oh, these? They're in the shop at sweetsentiment.us. They're called Copic marker holders, I think, or Copic. I don't remember what we called them. But if you put in Copic, it'll pull it up. It's a Copic holder, and then there's also refill station and the little. I'll show you. Again, I have the prototype, but I'll show you what it looks like. And I believe mine are pink too. Still pink. Oh, I have a mixed group, but when you buy it, you'll have the same colors. So this together is a refill station. Usually you get the same color, but I have the prototype. See, it's not even the same color, pink. And then this is the other piece that comes with it. And this holds your marker like this. And you can see it. So while you're filling your markers, you can see if it's getting too full. You can watch the nib down there. But basically, I have asked my husband for that so that when you fill the marker and you hold these, I hate these refill things, but they fit in here, and you can hold it with both hands and squeeze to fill, because these hurt my hand when I have to fill my marker. So I asked my husband to make me something. He came up with this, and then Jamie got them to sell in the shop. So right now that's the only place that you can get them is Sweet Sentiment, www.sweetsentiment.us. But this is the purple color. It's awesome. I wanted all my stuff in purple, but you know, I didn't get it yet. I probably will, but just not yet. Okay, so my carrot choices, I chose E99. Look, Cheryl's back. You're welcome. And YR18 and YR16. There it is. Did you guys hear that? YR15 and YR02. I jumped that time. Even though I knew it was going to make that noise, eventually it still scared me. Okay, so E99, and I chose this darker color because it has a little bit of orange in it, even though it looks kind of brown, and I think it helps with the shadow area. Once we put the orange in, it's going to kind of cover up the brownish, but it's going to leave a darker area for a shadow, so I really like that about it. Hi, Linda. Okay, we have another Linda. Hello, hello. You like the bunny? This is what the bunny looks like in the digital one. His eyes are closed, but I wanted to show how we could open his eyes. So this carrot looks like it's rotting, but I promise it won't when it's done. Oh man, yeah, I don't know. I would be very upset as well. Are you watching on your phone or your computer? Oh, so you missed it, Rinscam. We got it here. Yeah, I was pretty sure you probably heard that because it was super loud. My craft room is, the table's like here, and then my chair, and then behind me is like a window ledge, and the open window is all behind me. So so it's really loud because I'm right by the window. I opted not to face it because it's just the backyard and you can't really see much in the backyard except the dog when he's out there. So I actually face straight ahead into my husband's craft room so that we can, you know, talk if we need to. So, and I did some cleaning this weekend, so I can scoot my chair all the way back and there's nothing on the floor behind me anymore. It used to be a ton behind me and I'd be rolling over stuff all night. But on Sunday, or Saturday actually, I cleaned for a long time trying to get everything to be a little more organized. Okay, so it looks brown, but here we go with the orange. This is the YR18. It's going to be a deep orange. So the part that's over the 99 color, you'll see how dark that looks. It just kind of shadowed for me in a darker color than the carrot color. Yeah, I did a lot of cleaning. I figured if I was going to be leaving town, I should have my stuff cleaned up. So I'm doing these little folds. I think the original thought for this sweet little bunny was that this could be a pillow, like a carrot pillow. You know how we have like different shaped pillows, pizza pillows and stuff. Well, this little bunny has this carrot pillow. And like I said, I haven't decided how I'm going to put this, like what kind of card we're going to make yet with this little bunny. I haven't figured that out yet. But I did have the thought that if you took your scissors and you cut like right along here, you could probably put the carrot up next to him like he is hugging his carrot. Like a favorite pillow or something. We don't usually get thunderstorms that much. We're kind of in this little dip area where it usually bypasses us. So it's rare when we get really bad thunderstorms. It's not bad now. There's a little bit of thunder, but we're not going to go through the card tonight. We're going to color the carrots. I got a few little carrots I want to get done. And then we're going to do our Friday night image, which was the little moose. And then I hope you guys didn't miss it, but my husband came on. He made this stencil because he wanted to make me a Valentine's Day card, and he was so proud of it. He wanted to show it, so he asked if he could join my live last Friday night. So he was on the live last Friday night, and then I colored the moose, and then he made that. So I think I'm going to put these together on a card. So we'll probably do this card and this card tomorrow night. I'm thinking tomorrow night. And we'll get this coloring done tonight. Tonight will be color night. Okay, so this one's much brighter. This is YR16. This one starts to really brighten it up a bit. Look a little bit more like a carrot. Yeah, he was super proud of that. He kept asking if he could show it. He always says, well, did you post my card? Did you post my card? And I was like, I thought the card was for me. And then he goes, can I show him? Can I show him what I made for you? Which was really nice because, you know, we've been married for 25 years now, and I don't get cards from him, really. We haven't done that. I mean, he always gets them from me, you know, because that's the way I roll. I make cards all the time. So he gets them from me, but he doesn't usually buy cards. He usually buys chocolate covered strawberries, which I am A-okay with, instead of cards. But for Valentine's Day, he was playing with the new laser cutter machine that makes stencils, and he made that one for me. And he wanted to show it. Yeah, he's super sweet. We don't do a lot of buying gifts back and forth anymore. I guess once you've been, you know, married so long and you buy kind of what you want when you want it, you don't really do presents very often. I think the last present that I surprised him with was a couple of years ago. He always, like every time we buy a car, like every time we buy a new car, he always says, oh, I'll take the other one and you can get the new one. So I always get a new car, which is super nice. And he always says, but then of course, you know, we drive my car everywhere. So it kind of is both of our car. But when he goes to work and stuff, he'll drive the older car. Always goes that way. He is always that way. And so a couple years ago, I decided I wanted to surprise him for Christmas and get him a new car, his own new car, brand new car, because he'd never had one, and I always got the brand new car. And so I finagled it and did it so he didn't know, and put it all, you know, in my name so he wouldn't have to sign anything, and like had everything set up. And I told the guy at the dealership, I said, this is a surprise. So please don't call, don't mail anything, don't say anything, you know, just, you know, text me when the car's ready and I'll bring him over and we'll surprise him. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. I promise we won't do anything. We won't mail it. Yeah. Well, about 5 days before Christmas, they sent the paperwork to my house. That they sent the signed paperwork for the car, and my husband freaked out. He was like, oh my God, I think someone's using our name and someone's buying a car and we're gonna have to pay for it. And you know, he really started kind of freaking out and wanted me to call, and I was like, okay, it'll be all right, don't worry about it. Well, it didn't take him long to figure out. He's like, did you buy me a car? And I was like, dang it. So I called that guy back and I was like, dude, I told you not to do that. And he was like, I'm so sorry. We were out of town. We had a temp in here and she just mailed everything. And I was like, oh. And I go, well, now that you ruined the surprise, you can just have it ready in about an hour and I'll be over there to pick it up. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, and it better have the big red bow on it that I said I wanted. So they did. We took the car over there, and the other one that I had traded in without them ever seeing. I was a little tricky, and we took it over there, and they walked him in the back and had the big red bow and all the stuff on it. So it turned out to be really great, and he got to have it before Christmas. But I was mad because I wanted it to be I wanted to pick it up and put it in the driveway with big red bow on it, like some people do, and it didn't work out that way. But it was still exciting, and he was excited to get it. So anyway, that was the story. I just decided to pull out YR01 and kind of lighten a little bit of this up, because it felt like it was more of all one color. And I know this YR01 will move the ink around. So I just kind of pulled that one out extra. So now you can see how it's kind of lightening up those little areas right there. Oh, I did not say what kind of car it is, but it was a Honda HR-V. And I did it fully loaded. Like when my husband would get a car, he would always say, oh no, I can roll the window down myself, or I can't. And I go and I want the sunroof and all the electric stuff, and the spoiled rotten girl, wanting everything on her car. And he's always like, I'll take the basics. But I bought him all the bells and whistles, the heated seats and all the cool stuff. And so, yeah, he felt pretty spoiled. He liked it. He still has it. It's several years old now, but he really did like it. So there's our bunny and our 1 carrot. And I need to do some more carrots. These carrots should be pretty quick. So I switched back to my green colors, which is G99, 94, YG25, and YG03. So we're going to try to color all of these at one time. Are you ready? I'm going to zoom in just a teeny bit more because it's so tiny. Okay, here we go. All right, starting just like we did before. Just going to put some little brush strokes in there. I'm going to go up in between the ones that are covering the other one, kind of like we do with petals of leaves. Here we go, here we go. Same thing with this one. It's the same. I'm doing exactly the same pattern on all of them. So this looks really, really dark, but that YG will pull out a light color in the end. Here we go. Next one. That's why I like these little carrots. They're so easy to color. I have so many ideas I could do with carrots. Like you could plant them in the ground, like halfway in the ground. Like you could make the ground like that. That would be so cute. Like a little farmer. There we go. So I followed the same pattern on all 6 of them. And that was G99. So the next one's going to be G94. There we go. Still pretty dark. The next one's the one that's going to start lightening it up. Can you guys hear that thunder? It's doing a lot of thunder right now. Somebody's bowling upstairs in the sky. That's what it sounds like. All right, 3 down. I just thought about that. Oh, good. Yes, call me tomorrow. I miss you, Mama. We're just going to color these. You won't miss much. We're just going to finish our carrots. And tomorrow we will make cards out of them. Okay, next one, YG25. Uh-huh. It's a lot of noise. Okay, YG25, this is the one that's going to be kind of like my true color, so I am going to go round the top side on all of them. Kind of blend that out. And it's okay if we feel one in more than the other. The dog doesn't like the thunderstorm at all. He used to not be afraid of it, but you know, I don't know if you guys heard, but a couple of years ago we had a tornado in Rowlett here in Texas. It was pretty bad. They usually bypass us, so nobody expected it. Even though they say sometimes warnings or whatever, but we didn't really think that much of it, and so people were not as prepared as we wish it had been. I wasn't home, but the dogs were. Yeah, that was big. Yeah, I wasn't home, but the doggy was, and so now thunderstorms scare him really bad. So he is literally sitting on my feet right now under the table. But yeah, we got lucky though. I wasn't home. I was across town and I was getting all the alerts and people were asking me if I was okay, and I was like, what are they talking about? But when we got home, it was like it came in this like straight line, and like say this is our neighborhood right here, and it hit this side, and this side, and then just skipped right over our neighborhood. So we got like so lucky. So lucky. Yep, there's another one. All right, here we go. This is the last one for the tops of the carrots. This is YG03. So see how well these come together, and we're doing them all at the same time, and it's not drying out too much. It's working really good. All right, we got 3 tops done. 4, 5, and 6. I love these little carrot tops. They're super fun and easy to color. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy time for sure. I had a friend who was displaced out of her house waiting to try to get it repaired for like almost a year. It took to get enough people up here to get stuff fixed, and it was, yeah, it was rough for a bit. We got lucky though. E99, wire 18, 16, 15, and wire 02. This one is that dark brown, and since these are so small, I'm not going to put nearly as much in here as I did before. I'm just going to do a few little accent spots. So right up here at the top, and then along that side. And that's all I'm going to put of this color on there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yummy carrots. Now I just need some cucumbers to go with these carrots, and I'll be set. You guys know we have a cat image in the Digi shop now too. I like coloring that cat because you can color it like Siamese or Tabby or Persian or like whatever you want. YR18. It's a lot of fun to color too. Maybe we'll do that one sometime soon. This one's going to take a little longer. I like to put this in between each one of the little folds of the carrot. And it kind of needs to be along this edge right here. And I have to blend out those little spots we did. So a little bit more of this one on there than the last color. So this one will take just a little bit longer. Okay, more carrots. Alright. It's still going pretty fast. The last colors will be a lot faster. We'll keep you guys updated while we're traveling if we'll be able to be live or not, but remember Thursday for sure I can't be on here because I will be in the sky flying high. I don't know why I have to go to New Orleans to go to Florida, but that's where it's taken me. But I'll try to do a post in the group too to let you guys know so nobody forgets and's looking for me and think I didn't show up. Alright, one more to go after this. Oh, I got that one a little wonky. That's what happens when you try to go fast. All is okay though. We will fix it with the lighter color. Alright. Next. Look at these carrots. You know what I thought about when I after I printed these carrots, I can make a tic-tac-toe board with and use the carrots as the tic-tac-toe. That I think that would be funny. Maybe we'll come up with a project like that to do. Some kind of game or something. My nephews like it when I send them games and stuff. They're a little bit older, the 8 to 10 age, so they really like stuff like that. So when everybody was homebound from COVID, I made them some memory card games and Crazy Eights. I colored all the cards and images and then sent them to them. Eggs and carrots. Yeah. I was like, wouldn't that be cute? Make a little game. All right, getting there. Look at how much prettier. An onion for the O's. Yes. That's funny. Yeah, I was like, this would be super cool to make a game out of it. Yeah, I made flashcards for my grandson, and my daughter used them too. I was so happy. And I colored them all. And I put them in these plastic containers, so they're still, I saw them the other day in his closet, and they're still in like great shape, because I use those cards that you get, those plastic envelope covers, these things, these plastic sheets, and I put them over top of the cards after I made them, and then the kids can touch them with dirty hands, and they don't get messed up, and if they do, you can just replace it, and it doesn't mess up the card that you made, which is pretty cool. Alrighty, two more. We're almost there. I think the other bunny that I colored, I want to say it was brown. I think I can pull it out of my bin over here that has all my cards in it. I'll show you as soon as I finish with these carrots. See, I told you it wouldn't take too long. I think I'm just going to fill it in, the rest of them in with this YR15 and not do the O2. It didn't seem to make a really big difference when I used the YR02 on the other one, so I think what we're going to do is just that back and forth with this one. Yeah, this looks good. Yep. I'll hold it up when I'm done because you can really see a lot more texture in it than you can from far away on the camera. Alright. Color that in a little bit. And here we go. Back and forth. Blend in those colors. Back and forth. Okay. Next one. It's just a back and forth motion. I'm not pressing hard on the paper, but I am using the side of my marker some more ink on the paper, so it blends better. Oops, almost off the page. Off the screen. Okay, blend this one out. I want to lighten this one a little bit. There we go. I really like that brownish color that's in there. I think that really makes it perfect. So here we go. Lots of little carrots. And look at that shimmer from that Sweet Sentiment paper. Makes those little carrots pop. They're super cute. Okay, let me pull out that card so I can show you guys what it looked like. Give me 1 second. I gotta flip through some of these cards I already have made down here. I counted them the other day. I found it. I have 130 pre-made Sweet Sentiment cards. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here we go. Look at the... He was Gray Bunny too. But he is with this. See, this one is the W's and this one is the C. So you can see the difference between the colors. So these are the W's, the warm grays, and these are the cool grays. And see, I laid them on the big carrot and colored the little carrots. Like cute? So we'll do a different card with this one, of course, especially with his eyes open. He doesn't have to be sleeping on his little carrot pillow. But that's why I wanted to do some extra carrots because I really like it. But he's awake. He was asleep, so those are his dreaming of his stuff. And then this is the cat I was talking about. This is the other image that released recently too. This is the cat. I made it a tabby cat. If you guys want to know how to do that, we could do that on a live sometime. But I thought it was super cute. And you get the little feet with it. You get the little feet stamp with it. Super cute. So tomorrow we'll make cards out of this one and this one. And then, I don't know, we'll see how long that's going to take. And if it's not going to take that long, then maybe we'll color something too. We'll just have to see. But that's it. That's what I got for you tonight. I hope you liked it. The bunny is Digi in the shop. Comes with carrots. So it's on one set. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you like the cat. I am going to actually go to bed from here to bed. But thank you for joining me and hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget Jamie in the morning at 10 a.m. Central Time, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. Thanks for staying. Good night.